Hey, welcome back, sippers, to Sip More Tea. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Chelley and Ace again. Is it really over? Because we need to talk about this breakup again. Because there's some backpedaling going on. And we need to talk about why nicolandria's Glamour cover made it worse. So yeah, let's unpack this. So I need you guys to be honest with me. Are these two really broken up, or are we being emotionally soft launched into confusion? Because Chelley said one thing less than a week ago. I think it was on December 12th. And by December 20th, her tone is given pause, boundaries, don't speculate, and the streets are spiraling. So I want to do a real think piece here on the new developments. Not a recap, not a drag fest. We're just unpacking why the public is so confused about chellace and what Chelley actually said and what she walked back, and why nicolandria's Glamour holiday cover landing in the same week made the internet even messier. So let's anchor in the facts first. Chelley confirmed the breakup on December 12th in an interview connected to SiriusXM's Page 6 Radio, calling it mutual and basically saying they had hard conversations and decided it was best to break up. So that's not we're on a break. That's a breakup announcement. But here's some hot tea. In public relationships, breakups doesn't always mean emotionally over. Sometimes it means we stopped performing the relationship publicly. And that distinction becomes important. Now, let's pivot to December 20th. We get Chelley's later message where she says she regrets speaking publicly too soon, that she still cares about Ace. She wants privacy and intention, and she wants the hate and speculation to stop. Okay. You guys can pause and read her own words verbatim. You know what? That damn Chelley, she's a real hoot. She opened the group chat, pinned the message, and now wants everyone to log off. So let's hear what Alandria has to say.
What are your feelings about a hard or a soft launch on Instagram?
Honestly, it's changed so much, especially with me being in the spotlight. So much of my life is so public. I kind of like to have things like that more private now, even though like a lot of people met me and my partner on the screen. It's kind of hard to hide that because that's where everyone met us. But prior to this life, I would love a good hard launch.
What about public breakups?
Not a fan of public breakups. I feel like y'all are two adults, settle things in private, and there's no need to broadcast anything, you know? Just move accordingly. 6 weeks that I was filming and I had no screen time, no phone. Honestly, I must say it was the most at peace I've ever felt. No outside opinions, no craziness on the internet, just me and my thoughts all day. So it's actually pretty peaceful.
Yeah. I know. Alandria wasn't talking about Chelley. Different time, different context, completely unrelated, because that interview was conducted months ago. But it's just wild how wisdom sometimes arrives early to the scene. Now, let me put it this way. Some words aren't applicable when spoken. They become applicable when life catches up. So thank you, Ola, for those words of wisdom, and back to our regular schedule programming. So Chelley's posts have people saying, oh, they're back together, huh? But I don't read it like that. I think Ace must have called her and said, you better keep my mother effing name out your mother effing mouth, B. Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, I read Chelley's words as her realizing the cost of speaking. And she wasn't ready for the fallout, and she wants the public to stay out of her living room. So that's not necessarily a relationship restart. It's more like a narrative shutdown. But nevertheless, people are genuinely confused.
In the villa, I was so confused. I'm genuinely confused. I was so confused. It's like I'm fucking confused. I'm genuinely confused. Confused.
So Chelley's comments after her public breakup announcement left people genuinely confused for 3 reasons. Number 1, the word choice. She used breakup language on December 12th, but used relationship protection language later. This creates two realities at once, such as we ended things, but I still care. And two, the PR whiplash. When you announce a breakup publicly, the internet demands receipts, timelines, villains, and closure. If you don't feed it, it creates it. And number three, the fandom context. Chellace isn't just a couple. The fans attach meaning to the couple. Once you become a symbol, people treat you and your private life like public property, which is unfortunate. Now let's talk about the timing element of this, which poured gasoline on the fandom. In the same week the breakup news was circulating, Nicolandria's Glamour December 2025 holiday issue moment drops. And Glamour ran a full cover story and accompanying fashion coverage of the couple. In fact, the coverage says, "We survived the spotlight. We're building a life together. We are managing fame. We've set boundaries and we're staying supportive of one another." So the internet immediately contrasts that with Chellace breakup plus privacy requests plus confusion, whereas Nicolandria is glossy holiday romance plus public unity plus we're steady. Even if nobody intended the comparison, the audience made it instantly anyway. The streets definitely saw the cover and went, "Oh, so this is what the soft life looks like in HD." But here's the big think piece question for you guys. When a couple gives public, are they dating each other or dating the audience's expectations? Let's ponder on that. Because the Glamour profile literally talks about managing fame and boundaries as a couple, staying deliberate with mental health and exposure. That's the kind of messaging that makes fans feel safe investing in them. You know, they're focusing on their mental health and staying as a couple and, managing boundaries. That seems like they're moving in the right direction. And we didn't care that they spent Thanksgiving separately with their individual families because they were gone for a long time on that island away from their families. And why force the couple to be together on Thanksgiving and use that against them as they're still PR? Because we saw that Chelley and they spent Thanksgiving with Chelley's family and they broke up soon afterwards. So make that make sense to me. Meanwhile, Chelley's messaging is, "Please stop speculating. I regret speaking too soon. I'm choosing peace." That's not wrong. It's human. But to the audience, it reads like instability. Not because she's unstable, but because the public storyline became unstable. And this leads us to really question, so are they broken up or not? Here's my honest answer. Chelley confirmed the breakup, but her follow-up suggests emotional ties and unfinished processing. So the most realistic reality is they're not publicly together in the way they were. She still cares. She wants to remove the internet from her decision, and she's trying to stop the dog pile before it becomes permanent damage. That's not they're definitely back together. This is not resolved yet. And that's why the public is so confused, because we keep treating breakups like press releases instead of grief. So let me ask y'all, do you think Chelley is genuinely setting boundaries because the internet got too toxic? Or do you think this is a soft launch of them staying connected? And do you think Nicolandria's Glamour cover dropping in the same week made the comparison culture 10 times worse? So sip responsibly, and I'll be in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.